ever missed a sunset, looking down instead of up, or walked the longest way back home without remembering the road? I have more times than I can count, always chasing something farther while the best things stayed around. Maybe life has been calling in a quieter voice. Come find me, I'll be here where the little moments live. Come find me, take your time, you don't have to run this time. Come find me, look around, everything you need might already be right here. The little bookstore closed at 6, but left one light inside. Someone had forgotten a blue umbrella by the door. An old man hummed a melody while sweeping up the leaves. It wasn't perfect, that's the reason I couldn't stop watching. Some places never ask you to become someone else. Come find me in the pause between one heartbeat and the next. Come find me in the breeze that carries yesterday away. Come find me one more time, maybe all this while I've been waiting here for you. If tomorrow feels too far, stay with today. If today feels too heavy, take one more step. If one more step feels hard, just breathe. That's enough for now. Slowly, softly, step by step, easy, easy. Here we are. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Come find me when you're tired, when the road feels much too long. Come find me, I'll remind you how to hear your own heart again. Come find me, don't be afraid, some of the best chapters begin exactly where you are. You weren't lost, you were only looking in the wrong direction. I missed the train by just 1 minute, so I walked instead past the old record shop, where the owner always leaves the door half open, the same song spilling onto the sidewalk like it remembers me. I wasn't trying to find anything, but somehow the day found me. Some roads don't lead somewhere new, they lead you back to yourself. Home is you, home is here, where the noise disappears. Home is you, nothing new, just the world when I'm with you. The flower stand was closing down, one last bouquet still waiting there. A little boy held his father's hand, pointing at the colors like he'd discovered treasure. I smiled without knowing why. Some feelings don't need a reason. looks different for everyone. Home is you, home is now. I don't need to figure out where to go, what to do. Home has always looked like you. Not every journey needs a map. Some roads are made by walking them one slow step at a time. No hurry, no race. Take my hand, find your place. One deep breath, one more view. Home is never far from you. Home is you, home is here. Every season, every year. Home is you, soft and true. Maybe home was never a place at all. The street lights came on for the first time that day. I wasn't trying to get somewhere, I was already there. There's a bench beside the river, painted green a long time ago. Every Tuesday around sunset, someone always takes that spot. An old newspaper, a knitted hat, a paper cup left on the ground. Somehow silence feels much louder when no one's around. Funny how an empty place can hold somebody's name. Who will sit there tomorrow? Who will watch the boats go by? Who will wave at passing strangers like they've known them all their lives? Maybe someone, maybe me, maybe that's where stories meet. A little girl fed breadcrumbs to birds that weren't afraid. She laughed every time they flew away, then waited for them to come again. The wind turned another page of a forgotten magazine. The whole world kept moving gently without making a scene. Nothing lasts forever, maybe that's why it matters. Who will sit there tomorrow? Who will hear the evening breeze? Who will stay a little longer, listening to the trees? Maybe someone passing through will make a memory too. We spend so much time trying to leave a mark. Maybe it's enough to leave a kindness, a smile, a hello, a place that someone else will remember without knowing why. Bench, one quiet day, one small life passing by, one soft breeze, one goodbye. Nothing lost, nothing mine. Who you already have. The bench stayed, the people changed. Maybe that's how life says welcome. I don't need a perfect morning or a sky without the rain. I don't need every answer before I start my day. There's a little crack in the sidewalk by the station. Funny how the flowers grow exactly there. Maybe that's enough for me. I used to think the world was waiting. Now I know it's simply moving, and I can move with it better than yesterday. That's all I need. One little step, one little dream. Better than yesterday. Slowly I'll find the life I've been looking for was growing all this time. Better than yesterday. Someone left a folded note inside a library book. It only said, keep going. No name, no reason, just those two words. I smiled, closed the cover, and somehow the whole afternoon felt lighter. Maybe hope is ordinary. Maybe that's why we miss it. Better than yesterday, one page at a time. No need to hurry, no finish line. Better than yesterday, little by little. Every quiet moment builds a beautiful life. Better than yesterday. I won't count the things I haven't done. I'll count the tiny reasons I wanted to keep walking. The song I couldn't stop humming. The stranger who held the door. The tree that finally turned green. Maybe this is how a good life begins. Take your time, catch your breath. Life isn't late, not yet. One more road, one more view. The next chapter starts with you. Better than yesterday, that's enough. Some dreams bloom quietly without making a sound. Better than yesterday, when I look behind, I finally see how far I've come. Better than yesterday, feels just right. Tomorrow didn't arrive all at once. It arrived one ordinary day at a time. You always leave the hallway light on until I get back home. Even when it's getting late, you never let the porch feel cold. I never asked you why you do. You never tried to explain. Some kinds of love don't sound like words, they quietly remain. The smallest things are easy to miss until they're gone. Leave the light on, I'll find my way. No matter how long the day. Leave the light on, that's all you do. But somehow it always leads me back to you. Your favorite chair still faces west, waiting for the evening sky. There's a book you've read 100 times, folded open by your side. You always save the last cookie like you somehow knew I'd pretend I didn't want it, then eat it anyway. Love doesn't always ask for attention, sometimes it just waits. Leave the light on, don't close the door. Home has never needed more. Leave the light on, soft and true. Somewhere out there a light is waiting just for you. Maybe we'll forget the places we have been, the streets, the weather, the songs, but I don't think I'll ever forget that little light still glowing when everyone else was asleep. One small light, one small flame, always there, just the same. No big words, nothing new, just a light leading through. Leave the light on, one more night, one more quiet, golden light. Leave the light on, that's enough. Sometimes the simplest things become the ones we miss the most. Leave the light on, I'll be home soon. I turned the key, the house was quiet, the light wasn't. Maybe today, maybe today, maybe today, everything changes. You tie your shoes, step outside. The air feels different, you don't know why. The street looks just the way it did, but something tells you not to rush. A little bird finds the fence, a bicycle rolls past again. Nothing new, nothing strange, still it doesn't feel the same. Maybe hope never knocks, maybe it simply walks beside you. Maybe today you'll laugh out loud, maybe today you'll make someone proud. Maybe today you'll find your way. The best things happen on ordinary days. Maybe today is your day. A handwritten note inside your coat, you forgot it was there. A favorite song starts to play from a little cafe far away. Someone waves, you wave back. Someone smiles without a plan. Funny how a tiny spark can quietly light a heart. The world keeps giving little reasons to believe. Maybe today the sky feels wide. Maybe today you'll walk with pride. Maybe today you'll finally see the life you've wanted growing quietly. Maybe today could be enough. You don't need fireworks, you don't need perfect words. Some stories begin with nothing at all. Just one step, one breath, one open heart. Maybe today, maybe now. Take it slow, look around, lift your eyes, take your time. You are closer than you think. Maybe today you'll meet a friend. Maybe today a dream begins. Maybe today today. The door closed behind you, the day was just getting started. Every evening on her way back home, she slows beside the glass. Not to buy the bread, not today, just to watch the baker dusting flour across a wooden table like it was the easiest kind of magic. The bell above the door rings, someone leaves with warm paper bags. She breathes in once, then keeps on walking. Somehow that's enough. Some dreams don't ask to be owned, only noticed. Meet me by the bakery window, where the day begins again. Leave your worries on the sidewalk, let the warm air pull you in. Meet me by the bakery window, we don't have to stay too long. Sometimes all a heart is asking for is one familiar song. The baker waves, though he doesn't know her name. She waves back anyway, like they've done for years. A little boy presses both hands against the glass, trying to choose his favorite role. She laughs quietly because somehow she remembers doing exactly the same thing. Growing up doesn't mean you stop wondering. Meet me by the bakery window, where the air is sweet and slow. Every ordinary evening has somewhere warm to go. Meet me by the bakery window, don't rush home just yet. Maybe this is happiness in its simplest shape. Not every beautiful place needs a reservation. Some are waiting on the corner every single day for anyone who remembers how to slow down. One warm light, one small street, one deep breath, nothing to keep. One hello, one goodbye, life goes softly walking by. Meet me by the bakery window, when the daylight starts to fade. We'll stand there for a little while without needing anything. Meet me by the bakery window, that's where I'll begin to believe that quiet moments are the ones worth living in. She never bought the bread, but she always took home the smell. The bus was running late again, 5 minutes on the sign. I almost checked my phone for what felt like the 100th time. Then I heard a violin floating through the square. A little tune I'd never known was waiting in the air. An old man fed the pigeons, a child chased paper planes. Funny how the world keeps turning even when we wait. Maybe being early isn't always being first. 5 more minutes, that's all it took to hear a song I'd never heard. 5 more minutes changed my day. Funny how life finds you when you wait. A girl in a yellow raincoat shared her umbrella. Though the sky had almost cleared, she smiled and said, "Keep it till your stop." Then stepped onto another bus without looking back. I never even learned her name, but somehow I never forgot her. Not every hero stays around. 5 more minutes, one small delay turned an ordinary Tuesday into something I still replay. 5 more minutes, one open heart. Sometimes the best stories never have a planned start. We're always chasing what's next, what's faster, what's ahead. Maybe joy has been standing at the bus stop all along, waiting for us to look up. 5 more minutes, take it slow. You don't always need to know where you're going right away. Life can find you on the way. 5 more minutes, I'll take them now. Every unexpected pause shows me how the smallest moments quietly become the stories we tell for years to come. 5 more minutes was enough. The bus finally came, but somehow I wasn't in a hurry anymore. The path was still a little wet from rain the night before. Leaves whispered high above our heads like they had secrets of their own. You stopped without a reason, just to watch the light slip between the branches and settle on the ground. Look, you said, it never lands the same way twice. I think that was the moment I started noticing everything. Some days don't ask to be remembered, they simply are. The light between the trees found its way to me, not because it had to, just because it could. The light between the trees stayed a little while. Maybe that's what hope is, quiet, kind, and passing through. A page escaped your notebook, the breeze carried it ahead. You laughed instead of chasing it, so I ran after it instead. When I handed it back, you thanked me like I'd done something brave. But all I really wanted was one more reason to hear your voice again. Funny how the smallest moments grow the deepest roots. The light between the trees made the whole world slow. Even all the quiet places seemed to softly glow. The light between the trees still comes back to me every time I learn to notice what's already there. We spend so much time looking for big moments that we almost miss. The gentle ones, the ones that never ask to be photographed, only remembered. Leaves above, sky below. Time moves fast, we move slow. Take my hand, nothing more, that's enough for today. The light between the trees still finds me somehow, even when the seasons change their minds. The light between the trees taught my heart to see the brightest things are often the quiet ones we almost pass by. We kept walking, neither of us realized the path had already become a memory. I woke up with the windows open, a little breeze across the floor. Nothing special waiting for me, still I wanted something more. I heard somebody whistling halfway down the street, and somehow every little sound felt like it belonged to me. Maybe I don't need a reason after all. I like today, I like this feeling. Nothing changed, but everything did. I like today, let's not hurry. Some days are perfect just because they are. I like today. A handwritten sign outside the bakery said fresh cinnamon rolls. I bought one, even though I wasn't hungry. A stranger held the door, another waved hello. Funny how a little kindness starts to grow. Maybe joy is catching. I like today. Come and join me. Leave tomorrow where it is. I like today. Stay beside me. This is all I really need. I like today. Years from now I probably won't remember why this day felt different, but maybe that's the secret. Maybe beautiful days never explain themselves. Slow down, look around, hear the leaves, hear the sound. Take a breath, close your eyes. Life is here, right now. I like today more than yesterday, maybe less than tomorrow, but that's okay. I like today, and if you ask me why, I couldn't tell you, I just do. Some days don't need a story, they just need to be lived. The room was quiet till the curtains moved. A little breeze came dancing through. Somewhere outside a bicycle rolled by. Someone laughed, and so did I. You looked at me and pulled the window wide, like the whole world had been waiting outside. Nothing changed, but everything did. Open the window, let the day come in. Leave all your worries out there in the wind. Open the window, take a deeper breath. Maybe the best days haven't happened yet. Open the window and let life begin. Fresh bread floating down the street, tiny footsteps passing underneath. The little bell from the flower shop rang 3 times, then quietly stopped. You closed your eyes like you could hear it all. Funny how the smallest things can make a day feel full. Maybe hope sounds like this. Open the window, let the light roll in. Every little heartbeat finds its rhythm again. Open the window, don't think too much. Sometimes happiness is something you don't have to rush. Open the window, stay here a while. One day we'll forget the date, the weather, even what we wore, but I'll remember the breeze moving the curtains before either of us said a word. Open, 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 open your heart. Open your heart. Open, open. Here we are. Open the window, let tomorrow in. Every little ending finds another beginning. Open the window, this is enough. Maybe the world has been waiting for someone just like us. Open the window and don't close it yet. The curtains kept moving, neither of us wanted to be the first to close them. I'll see you tomorrow. You said it with a smile, like tomorrow was the easiest promise in the world. You picked up your coffee, waved goodbye, and disappeared around the corner. I caught myself smiling all the way home. Funny how one simple sentence can brighten a whole day. You save my day. Meet me tomorrow, okay? The next morning came a little too slowly. I looked at the clock more times than I should. The coffee tasted good, but not quite right, until the bell above the door rang, and there you were. Some people don't walk into a room, they bring the room to life. Meet me tomorrow, same little smile, same warm cup, stay a while. Meet me tomorrow, that's enough. Some promises are made of little things like us. You walk in with the morning light, like you've been here before. The little bell above the door sings a familiar chord. You pull the chair across from mine and gently set things down. The whole cafe gets quieter when you come around. You asked, did you wait long? I smiled, not really. Truth is, I'd wait all morning. Some people don't change the day, they change the way it feels. It feels like Sunday whenever you're around. The world gets just a little slower without making a sound. It feels like Sunday, warm and bright and new. Every ordinary morning feels like Sunday with you. You steal a bite of my croissant like you always do, then tell me mine tastes better, even though it's yours. Outside the flowers catch the breeze, the city starts to shine, but somehow my favorite view is sitting right across from mine. No fireworks, no grand parade, just coffee, laughter, and your face. Maybe forever looks a lot like this. It feels like Sunday every single time, like the whole world pressed a pause just to let us smile. It feels like Sunday, simple, soft and true. Maybe happiness was always hiding in mornings spent with you. Years from now I won't remember what song was playing or which cafe it was, but I'll remember the way you looked up when I said, let's order one more. And you smiled before you answered, because you already knew the answer. One more cup, one more song, one more minute, stay a little long. One more laugh, one more view. Sunday starts with you. Even when the rain comes down or plans all change, it feels like Sunday. That's my favorite part. You have a way of turning little mornings into somewhere I never wanna leave. It feels like Sunday with you. The coffee was gone, the conversation wasn't, and somehow that was enough. You want another coffee? You smile and look at me. I probably shouldn't then laugh, but why not? The morning's only started, the city's still asleep. There's no better place I'd rather be. Don't count the minutes, count the smiles. Another cup, another song, another morning to hold on. Another laugh, another view. Every morning feels brand new with you. Another cup will do. Will do. The bakery smells like cinnamon. Someone opens up the door. The little bell keeps ringing like like it always has before. You draw tiny circles on your coffee cup. I never knew happiness could look so small. Take it slow, we've got time. Another cup, another smile. Let's stay here just a while. Another page, another view. Every little thing feels new with you. Another cup will do. Will do. Maybe someday we'll forget what we ordered. Maybe we'll forget the song. But I don't think I'll ever forget the way you always said one more before I even asked. One more cup, one more song, one more laugh, stay a little long. Another cup, another day, don't let this slip away. Another smile, another view. Tomorrow starts right here with you, with you. Another cup will do. Same time next week. You smiled. I already knew the answer. There's a cup beside the window, half a page that's been turned down. Morning light across the table, not a single busy sound. Someone left the door half open, spring came drifting through. Everything looks just the same except you were here. Some memories don't make a sound, they simply stay around. You are here, I can feel it in the sunlight on the floor. You are here, I still find you in the little things you left behind. You are here, maybe that's enough for today. Coffee slowly losing warmth, music playing low, people talking somewhere far away like waves I used to know. A little laugh still fills the room, though nobody is there. Funny how some hearts leave echoes in the air. Close my eyes, you're still around. That's enough for today. Maybe we don't miss the biggest moments, maybe we miss the tiny ones. The way someone smiled across the table, the way they said good morning like it mattered. Slow down, breathe in, morning light again. Heartbeat, one more smile, stay for a little while. You are here, that's the reason every morning feels brand new. You are here, now and ever, sunlight fills the room. I smile too. You are here, coffee still warm, the window's still open, and somehow so are you. Chairs are still upside down, the morning's just begun. The owner flips the little sign from closed to open in the sun. You're standing by the doorway with laughter in your eyes, holding 2 warm paper cups against the morning light. You say, I thought you'd beat me here. I laugh, maybe next Saturday. The city hasn't hurried yet, let's keep it that way. Before the world gets busy, let's stay here a while. Before the coffee gets cold, before the morning flies, let's make another memory beneath these springtime skies. Before the coffee gets cold, before the day's begun, let's spend a little longer chasing morning sun. Before the coffee gets cold, stay close to me. A bicycle leans against the wall, flowers fill the air. The breeze turns one forgotten page from the book beside your chair. The cafe starts to fill with voices, the room begins to glow. Funny how the quiet moments are the ones we always hold. You draw a tiny heart on my takeaway cup, then smile and say, don't throw this one away. Some mornings feel like they were made to remember. Before the coffee gets cold, let's slow the whole world down. Every little second here is worth hanging around. Before the coffee gets cold, let's take another road. The best days always find us when we don't rush home. Before the coffee gets cold, stay close to me. Maybe happiness is simple, maybe it's just this fresh coffee. Open windows, your hand brushing mine, and nowhere else we need to be except inside this little morning together. One warm cup, one slow song, one bright sky all day long. One cafe, one sunrise, one quiet love in your eyes. Before the coffee gets cold, let's promise one more spring, one more walk, one more sunrise, one more everything. Before the coffee gets cold, if time should run away, let's meet right here next Saturday, the same old corner cafe. Before the coffee gets cold, I'll be waiting for you. The coffee's almost gone, the morning isn't. You smile, and somehow the whole day starts with us. They opened up the patio for the first time this year. The little tables faced the sun. The sky was crystal clear. You chose the seat beneath the tree, where blossoms filled the air. The wind kept stealing tiny petals and placing them in your hair. You laughed and didn't notice. I smiled and looked away. Funny how the world can change on one ordinary day. Winter it there when spring found us. Life bloomed too. The barista brought 2 lemon cakes. "You'll like these," he said. We thanked him with that gentle smile that always stayed in my head. A breeze turned over 1 page of the book you couldn't finish. You looked at me and laughed. "I guess spring wants to read it too." The whole cafe grew softer. The sunlight touched your face, and suddenly forever didn't feel so far away. Some seasons don't just change the weather, they change us too. When spring found us, every street looked new. Every little flower seemed to bloom because of you. When spring found us, morning learned to sing. The world kept turning, but my heart stayed right there with spring. Maybe love doesn't arrive like fireworks. Maybe it arrives with open windows, fresh flowers, warm coffee, and 1 empty chair that isn't empty anymore. 1 blossom falls, 1 warm breeze, 1 little smile looking at me, 1 slow song, 1 cafe, 1 beautiful Saturday. When spring found us, everything made sense. Every little ordinary day became extraordinary then. When spring found us, I finally understood the best stories never rush. They bloom exactly when they should. When spring found us, so did love. A blossom landed on your coffee cup. You smiled and called it the prettiest part of the morning.